In the film The Boy in the Plastic Bubble, a boy born with a deficient immune system is forced to live in a germ-free environment to prevent him from contracting infections. His room is sealed against bacteria and viruses, his food is specially prepared, and his only human contact comes in the form of gloved hands. Today, millions of Americans are trying to build a bubble around themselves and their families to keep out germs. The bubble is not made of plastic, however, but of billions of dollars worth of antibacterial hand wipes, tissues, soaps, and sponges. Before I studied antibacterial products in my public health class, I always used antibacterial hand soaps and antibacterial all-surface cleaner for my apartment. I also know from my class survey that 70% of you use antibacterial soaps, cleaners, and other products. But after learning about this subject in class and reading research studies for this speech, I'm here to tell you that try as we might, we cannot build a bubble between ourselves and germs with antibacterial products, and that these products actually create more problems than they solve. After looking at the problems created by antibacterial products, we'll explore some solutions. The place to begin is by noting that antibacterial products are popping up just about everywhere. The next time you go to the store, try to find a liquid soap that is not antibacterial. According to the Alliance for the Prudent Use of Antibiotics, 75% of all liquid soaps and 33% of all bar soaps are antibacterial. In fact, there are more than 1,000 antibacterial household products on the market. In addition to all the soaps and cleaning products, there are also antibacterial cotton swabs, tons of antibacterial shampoos, and this antibacterial cutting board from Williams-Sonoma. You can even get antibacterial socks, mouthwash, toothpaste, and to protect you while away from home, this travel toothbrush with antibacterial bristles. The Boston Globe reports that larger items such as mattresses, countertops, high chairs, and even children's toys have been coated with antibacterial chemicals. The New York Times calls the antibacterial craze, quote, the biggest marketing coup since bottled water. There's no doubt that antibacterial products are popular with consumers, but there is a great deal of doubt about whether they are effective in stopping the spread of germs. Elaine Larson, Associate Dean of the Columbia University School of Nursing, studied 238 families who used antibacterial products and found that they were just as likely to get fevers, sore throats, coughs, rashes, and stomach problems as families who used regular products. Larson's findings are echoed by Eric Kupferberg, Associate Director of the Harvard School for Public Health, who states, antimicrobial products don't significantly eliminate the number of germs you encounter on a daily basis. Nor do antibacterial products prevent the transmission of diseases such as colds and flus. Why? Because these illnesses come from viruses, not from bacteria. Antibacterial products don't kill viruses. As Dr. Larson explains, most of the infections healthy people get are colds, flu, and diarrhea caused by viruses, none of which can be prevented by the use of antibacterial products. Not only do antibacterial products fail to deliver what they promise, but they actually increase your chances of getting sick. According to Stuart Levy, a professor of microbiology and medicine at Tufts University, excessive use of antibacterial products in the home can make children more likely to develop allergies and asthma. In addition, people who use antibacterial products may become more susceptible to infections. Dr. James Chin, a research scientist in New South Wales, Australia, says, the way we stay healthy is by low-dose exposure to bacteria and viruses. You need to exercise your immune system in the same way you need to exercise your muscles to be fit. If you don't do that, your immune system doesn't have a chance to do battle when it engages with an infection. The problems caused by antibacterial products are so serious that Dr. Myron Janelle, chairman of the American Medical Association's Council on Scientific Affairs, fears one result may be the creation of antibiotic-resistant bacteria. that are largely untreatable because they are resistant to existing drugs. And that's not all. Besides being ineffective at preventing diseases and being potentially dangerous to our health, antibacterial household products also appear to harm the environment. Rolf Halden of Johns Hopkins University School of Public Health reports that each year the United States releases into the water supply more than 2 million pounds of the active chemicals in antibacterial soaps. The U.S. Geological Survey reports that chemicals from antibacterial products are winding up in streams and groundwater from the Denver area to remote locations in the Rocky Mountains. These chemicals are known to pollute the water supply, disrupt fish reproduction and growth, and because they do not decompose quickly, remain active for years and years. Now that we've seen the seriousness of the problem, let's look at some solutions. First, we need federal legislation regulating the use of household antibacterial products. Just as the Food and Drug Administration has regulations controlling the use of antibiotics, so too should it institute regulations controlling the use of antibacterial products. We don't let people purchase antibiotics without a doctor's prescription, and there's no reason we should allow makers of soap, tissues, hand wipes, toothbrushes, and other products to add powerful antibacterial agents without oversight from the Food and Drug Administration. Given the problems being caused by the products, it is time for the federal government to take action. Second, we all need to take action as consumers. Most obviously, we need to stop buying these products. The best way to avoid germs, says the Centers for Disease Control, is to wash your hands for 10 to 15 seconds with plain soap and water. In fact, a study at the University of North Carolina found that washing your hands with soap and water is more effective at getting rid of germs than using antibacterial hand wipes. Emily Sickbert-Bennett, a public epidemiologist and co-author of the study, explains that when you use soap and water, the germs go down the drain. But with waterless antibacterial hand wipes, you never rinse your hands. You are just rubbing a chemical into your hand and letting it dry. In conclusion, Americans spend millions of dollars every year on products that promise to kill germs on contact. But, as we've seen today, the antibacterial craze is a marketing coup rather than a proven way of stopping either the spread of germs or the incidence of colds, flus, and other virus-borne illnesses. Worse, these products appear to contribute to health problems, and they are creating environmental problems in the U.S. water supply. The federal government should start regulating these products, and we, as consumers, should stop throwing our money away on them. We need to resist the false notion that we can use these products to create a bubble around ourselves to keep out germs and disease. Instead, we can burst the bubble of marketers who are selling us a false bill of goods, and then we can thoroughly wash our hands of the whole mess.